Warboss.
I agree with Ace's sentiment. You gotta really hole up early against this kind of build. Just don't let it get rolling, and just kind of concede the fact that you're going to be losing the map in tier 1.
Yeah, like I feel like if someone goes triple Hormas or something like that, or triple Sluggers or whatever, like I mean, well, I guess Hormas more than Sluggers because Orcs have a lot more threatening tier 2 kind of loadouts. But against Tyrannid, like you just want to hit tier 2, you kind of have to accept that you're losing the map a little bit early. I mean, as a Space Marine player, I kind of usually accept that anyways, and plan for the comeback in tier 2. Because otherwise you're just going to overextend against that amount of melee, find yourself taking unnecessary losses, and potentially lose squads like we saw with those Havocs. Anyways, as far as this game goes, we're seeing 2 Sluggers come in. I know you asked earlier what I was hoping to see from this tournament, and BigMathis playing triple Sluggers was one of the things on my list, so it looks like it might happen now. Chaos Lord and Warboss ships passing in the night. Not looking like they want to tango with each other.
Well, he didn't go for 2 sluggers. I was just about to say he was going for something, but it turns out he's pulling down 3 generators.
Yeah, 2 sluggers into triple gens. What do you think of that? Like, is he just going to go for some sort of fast tech here, or what?
I don't know.
Why would you not get the 3rd slugger or get a shooter out?
Maybe he's gambling.
I'm used to seeing BigMathis go 3 slugs, 1 storm, but you don't need 3 gens that fast to do it.
I mean, maybe he's just going in like kind of. Maybe he's playing some sort of mind game here and like trying to wig Frenzy out into locking down and preparing for the triple slugger onslaught, and he's just instead gonna fast tech behind closed doors.
He could.
You, mate.
He could. On the other hand, I could also see Arctic going for a fast Havoc and Noise Marine combo. I mean, I don't know how much it would really work, but this is one of those maps.
I think that'd be great on this map. You can lock down the center of the map pretty well with a Havoc, and then Noise Marines to kind of, if you need to hit the Cacophony to stop a flank or something along those lines. I think that's viable, especially with how close the gen farms are in this game. I mean, it's not a huge map horizontally or vertically, or it is horizontally, not vertically. I'm trying to get thoughts together, honest. But yeah, it's a quick run is what I'm saying to the opponent's gen farm.
Okay. So BigMathis is going for 2 slugs, 1 storm. Red-Rupee's chat is wondering why I don't know this yet, but there we go. The judgment for Arctic is going to be 2 CSM. Okay.
So oh man, yeah, light up those orcs. Not only 2 Chaos Space Marines, but also the Chaos Lord with the Combat Flamer. So anything trying to kite is going to be in for a bad time.
I think the Combat Flamer it just makes a lot of sense versus orcs. I mean, it makes a little more sense when they're shooters, but even now.
Oh yeah, I mean even anything.
Look at that. The storm's just whatever, minimal damage.
Yep, I mean he forced off the storm, sent them back home at half health, and now with the 2nd Chaos Space Marine squad, he's just able to kind of kite around. Put some pressure on the orcs. The 1 slugger squad can't deal with 2 squads of Space Marines.
War gear coming out? No war gear for Mathis.
Could it be that?
Oh wow, and a 2nd Storm Boy squad.
So I knew this is gonna happen. For some reason, I knew this is gonna happen.
Is it because the chat was saying it? Laid back Brit has been yelling 2 storms like twice or 3 times now.
Well, we can't all be as well informed as the chat. But yeah, I mean that would justify the triple gens at the start there.
And boy oh boy, if they get upgraded with knobs.
Yeah, but the thing is, he needs to get to that point. Although with just 1 Havoc on the field, 2 storms is going to put some serious pressure out here. Especially, I mean, it was one thing when the Chaos Space Marines were out here with the support of the Chaos Lord, kind of kiting things around one-on-one. But once the Orc force actually like condenses here, coalesces into a big wog, I don't know what's going to be able to stop this for the time being. He's gonna have to play very carefully.
Yeah, and if he is also not very careful, he can use the global to actually do some extra damage, and if like 2 Stormboys bash on 1 Havoc squad that needs to go retreat, they can maybe get even killed very fastly before they even come to the retreat.
I think Arctic's taking a lot of risk with the Chaos Heretic squad that far out.
Yeah, it's pretty beat up. It's trying to get that contested node out there, but if any of the orcs spot it and position behind it, it's going to be pretty tricky. I don't know. That retreat path is fairly safe around the edge there, so I think it'll be all right. But if he moves it pretty much anywhere else.
All right, and Ace says that Arctic should actually get 2 more Heretic squads right now. As a good strat. A lot of people are agreeing with him. Maybe.
I mean, I think maybe one additional one. I think 2 might be overkill because I think those heretics are still largely going to go down against
I think
against
there's like
this amount of melee.
Understanding that you'll lose those squads at some point, though.
Sure.
Huh? Maybe. I mean, they are 190 rack now. That's true.
Warboss is fully upgraded now with the Bang Bang Hammer, Spike Armor, and the Angry Bits now, so he's fully
that's
equipped for tier 1.
Bearing no expense. Except for burners. I don't know why he doesn't want burners.
Save power, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, his
Save any
requisition
power.
is still also fairly low, so it's not like he's sitting pretty on a lot of wreck. He's still been bleeding a bit on the slugger side of things.
You mean Storm Boys? Because if they need to be reinforced, they also cost power.
I mean, this is alright. I mean, Arctic is actually a little late going to tier 2, if anything. Mathis is getting there.
Yeah, if he can keep up, that will do some pressure.
I don't know, maybe Blood Crusher?
Not sure about that.
The only problem is I'm a little concerned if it would die that fast.
I mean, the war boss already has.
Maybe 2 Blood Crushers.
Yeah, I mean, his normal bread and butter has been bloodletters, but I don't think that's quite what you want to bring into this.
Oh, no way. Absolutely not. Not that bloodletters are bad, I just don't even...
But yeah, I think the Blood Crusher would be enough considering the current army composition. Like, he's got 2 squads of Chaos Space Marines behind that Blood Crusher, so if that thing's knocking people over, charging in and forcing people to run away with the roar, like, that buys a lot of time for those Space Marines to pour some fire in.
But
The trick is that just being in Quest Heresy, it's so easy. As like we see right now, the orcs are just hiding behind these walls. There's no line of sight for anything to get any shots down on this.
Alright, he's about to enter tier 2. What does he have in the bank? About 25 power? That's not enough. Oh, never mind. He's already bought a Blood Crusher.
Yeah,
okay, never mind. Cool.
But wow, the orcs are just running straight in.
That's a lot of power in order to try and deal with a Blood Crusher if he wants to just get...
Oh no, that might be a down... Yeah, that's a down squad of Chaos Space Marines.
Oh my god, Orcs is so OP. Did you see that? I can't be the only one who saw that.
What happened?
He just lost the CSM squad just like that. I don't care if it's 2 Stormboy squads, this shit's OP.
I don't know. I don't disagree.
Well,
I think if you let 2 squads come in on your Chaos Space Marines, that's it's probably oops on your part.
Okay, so he is getting bloodletters. I've already mentioned that I don't really like the pick. I think there's just too much stuff out there, even with worship.
No, yeah, I think the Blood Crusher is right. I don't know about the bloodletters.
I honestly would have maybe considered 2 Blood Crushers. It's just...
Oh man, and here come the nods.
No, that's...
But it's a triple. More important than anything, it's a triple cap with 100 points left. Like, he needs to get on the map now. He's got no other option than to push out there hard.
Look at the Blood Crusher.
Oh my gosh, the Blood Crusher's getting annihilated. But like, we knew that was... You know that's going to happen against 2 squads of Storm Boys.
Oh my god.
Maybe he's just not used to fighting orcs with
on
this.
the left-hand side worshipping, but they're nowhere close. No.
I think, yeah, ArcticFrenzy just seems flustered right now, and he doesn't seem to know how to deal with this.
Oh no. Actually, they're doing okay. They're doing okay. I thought they would get instantly wrecked, but... I mean, they're still losing, but still. Oh, and they got out with 4. Okay.
Something
Slugger Boys handling the Havocs, or not the Havoc squad, the Heretics.
I mean, there's not much to say at this point in the game. The last few victory points are ticking down while the Chaos player is almost pretty much locked in his base. He hasn't been able to just even get into the center part of the map now for a good few minutes. And his natural power node is getting decapped, which is one of the closest nodes to any base in all of the maps.
How do you stop this build? Jesus. I mean, come on, man. This is not fair.
I think
gonna
not
try to
throwing
decap
away your
us.
Chaos Space Marines and your Blood Crusher is one of the first steps in that process. But yeah, he just got steamrolled here.